If you're thinking about coming to Ninh Binh, watch this video.
So you can easily get there by several different modes of transport. I have chosen to take the bus as that is the simplest. I use the app Vexia, and it costs anywhere between around 150k to 200k BND, which is about 11 Australian dollars or maybe 6-7 US dollars. Bus will take anywhere between about an hour and a half to 2.5 hours depending on traffic in the day and what time you book it. A lot of these buses will include a bottle of water, sometimes massage chairs. It was a last minute decision. I made this in the last hour. Now actually this is my second time to Ninh Binh. Last time I only stayed one day and I kind of regret that I didn't stay any longer, and that was in a slightly different area. So this time I have picked a different place to stay in a different part of Ninh Binh. So we'll see how it is.
Ninh Binh is only about 90 kilometers south of Hanoi. Close enough to be convenient, far enough that it feels like a different world.
Okay, just got off the bus. Now, yeah, this part of Ninh Binh I didn't go to last time. Last time I went straight to the rice fields. I didn't really realize there was almost like an old town, and it's really beautiful. It gives me Hoi An vibes. And you can go rowing down the river, and well, I've just arrived, but let's check it out. It really is beautiful with the backdrop of all the karst mountains here. I'm just walking to my homestay. It cost me 14 Australian dollars for the night. So I'll check in there. And then I'm gonna come back, walk around this old town because it feels like there's a lot to explore. It looks really beautiful, and I missed out on all of this last time.
Now this part surprised me. Everyone talks about the rice fields and the boat tours, but there's actually a small town here with cafes, lanterns, and these quiet little streets that almost feels like a mini Hoi An, but without all the crowds. I paid about 14 Australian dollars a night for this place. Private room, aircon, hot shower. Vietnam still does this thing where your budget goes way further than it should. The problem is, it kind of ruins it for everywhere else you go. You feel like you're getting ripped off.
Alright, I've checked into my homestay. That was nice and easy. Then I went and got myself a meal. I'm really surprised, actually, how cheap everything is in here. At least along this street, I found a lot of the prices even cheaper than Hanoi. And not that I'm staying in one, but I was looking up extra accommodation in case I want to stay another night. Some of the hostels, like 4 Australian dollars a night. That's like €2.50, and it includes breakfast. There's a nice big fancy resort, the Emeralda Resort.
This is one of the reasons I keep coming back to Vietnam. You don't feel punished for existing. You can eat well, travel around, actually enjoy the day without doing like the mental math. Am I spending too much money?
So I've decided to extend one more night in Ninh Binh. I got here yesterday, I wouldn't say fairly late, around 3 p.m, which gave me more than enough time to explore the little village, but it's so nice and peaceful here. And I'm still umming and ahhing on whether I want to do a boat ride, and if I do, where I do it. I did read online, and this was a huge common thing, and I'm not trying to put people off. In this particular part, the boat riders will take you out, and there'll be people on other boats that will almost force you to buy things. And if you read the reviews, you'll see this said over and over and over again. And they say that like the boat drivers are kind of in on it, and then they trick you into it by, you know, having the boat driver be like, oh, I'd like a drink. And then you kind of expect to pay for it because he's, you know, rode you around all day. And then they just give the products back. Now, you can just say a hard no, but apparently they're pretty pushy. But apparently there's another area that isn't like that. I think it's Trang An. So maybe I'll head there. Maybe I'll just walk around. I'm just enjoying being in the nature, being away from all the noise and the hustle and bustle of the city.
Ninh Binh is famous for the boat rides through the caves and the rivers. That's basically the postcard shot everyone comes for. This is one of those tourist things you have to be aware of. It's not dangerous, just kind of annoying. People trying to sell you drinks or souvenirs when you're stuck on a boat. I'd rather avoid the hassle and go somewhere a bit calmer.
Yeah, so behind me is this pathway. Don't know where it goes. I see a billboard sign. It looks really beautiful though, so I might go over there.
This is the part I like the most. Just walking, no plan, no tickets, no schedule. Mountains, rice fields, and mostly silence.
I gotta admit, this is pretty stunning. So I chose not to hire a bike and to walk for the exercise. Yeah, it probably would be more fun riding a bike, but I am on a mission to get fit, and walking is better exercise than riding a bike.
Look, I have no idea where this path goes, but that's kind of the fun part. Vietnam is full of these little side roads that accidentally lead you to something cool. Temples, farms, a random lake. You just wander around. See, this is one of those places that doesn't really look real. It's like a movie set or a screensaver. So there are temples scattered all over this area. A lot of them date back to the old Vietnamese dynasties. It gives the place this quiet, lived-in history.
Alright, I stumbled across this temple. Some guys behind me are doing some weapons practice. Seems cool. Let's check it out.
I could have rented a bike like everyone else, probably smarter, but I've been trying to walk more lately, trying to get fitter. That's the thing about travel, you either get super healthy or you live on beer and get fat. Doesn't seem to be any middle ground. This is why I came back a second time. The first trip felt a little rushed. You know, I ticked the boxes, got the shots, but this time I just wanted to slow down and actually feel the place. And honestly, this is when travel starts to make sense. So if you've been here, let me know. What was your favorite part of Ninh Binh? And would you come back?